What's up, guys? Welcome back. Um, it's been a pain. It's been a pain with these, difficult internet problems that I can't do much about getting in the way. But I think it's finally working, okay? So we can finally do this, the usual, okay? Welcome back and happy Thanksgiving to those celebrating Thanksgiving and so on. I hope you're, having a good time with your families, with some good food and all that. Okay, let's get into it. So, on my last video, when it comes to Bitcoin, I did tell you guys that things are still looking fine, right? I had to come and do this because things are not looking that fine anymore, okay? Seems like, I was hoping, like we were hoping for this, bullish, this candle to end up in a bullish way. It didn't, okay? So we just gotta accept things and move on, right? It was looking good until it wasn't. So, things happen. So that was the end of it. But we'll see. So far, we still haven't got, you know, we're still not close to 16,312. We still haven't broken 16,312. If you want to be a bit more conservative, let's just say, around 16,230-ish dollars, okay? Still hasn't broken. So now let's get into what TA is telling us. And by the way, guys, just want to add to all the new subscribers and viewers, welcome to the show. Like, makes me happy. Like, it keeps on booming. The channel is booming. Like, I just want to fill it up with quality, smart people, so everybody, can learn and so on, and then, help even other people out, you see? So, well, first of all, help yourselves, okay? So, on the daily, histogram, still positive momentum there, not much has changed, and MACD is above the signal line, so that's also cool. But what I don't like is, how the Eastern indicators are looking right now. So, like I told you on the last video, if we can't get above a certain level, which I'll get into soon, then it's more likely we come back and at least, retest this level again, okay? And after that, we will see what happens, but let's take it step by step, right? So, just hold on. I'm gonna just close something. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, buddies, traders, everybody, people replaying the show later on as well. Like I said on the daily short, because I already, made a short video, like a 7-minute long video for those of you who watched it, and for those of you who didn't, just go ahead and watch it because I did say, what's necessary in that video. But right now, it's changed a little bit because, the Eastern indicators changed as well. Not so bullish anymore, prior daily candle closed, it closed with an indecision candle. So what happens sometimes after those candles. So it's not looking that good, even though we have, positive momentum on the histogram. Our site is still below neutral, not much has changed there. And looking at the moving averages, we're still far away from these levels, And on the daily, looking at my other screen, moving averages are pretty much looking bearish, guys, okay? 20 period still below 50, still below 200, and so on and so forth. Not much has changed. Looking at the 4-hourly, well, like, look, I don't like all this action. I told you guys, if we can't close at least above 16,850-ish dollars, more likely that we come back and retest these levels, okay? And I still stick to that. That's what I said in the video, and the short video, 7-minute long video, and that's what I'm still saying right now. Sometimes opinions change when you see something new in the chart, but I don't. Since I made it this morning, it's pretty much the same. We are losing positive momentum. Well, it's getting weaker on the histogram. And look at that. MACD is trying to, it's declining and it's trying to get below, the signal line. At least it looks like it, but we'll see how it ends up. Still 3.5 hours to go. So we came to targets, fine. We came to target levels or resistance levels. We came and touched the bottom of this box, okay? We never couldn't get above 16,861, which is sad for the bulls, fine. At the same time, there are a few good things still, okay? For example, still price action is above the short-term moving average, and looking at my other screens, still looks like the short-term moving average is trying to rise above the midterm as I'm speaking right now. So these two things, plus we still have positive momentum on the MACD. Yes, it's getting weaker. It's getting weaker. But there is still, positive momentum on the MACD and the histogram. Like, until we really, until MACD gets below the signal line, I can't say much. Problem is, we got bearish divergence, well, yes, we do, okay? We got bearish divergence because I told you guys, if we can't break above at least 16,860 levels, bearish divergence might play out, and maybe that's what we're seeing right now, okay? So if we want to see Bitcoin go a little bit higher still, now we need to break above at least 16,730-ish to 16,800, okay, for a start, at least, like short term, okay? Otherwise, come on, bulls. Was that all you got? Like, was that all you got? I mean, I'm not saying it was a bad move from, this level to this level, but still, is that all? If that's all, then risk is still more to the downside. Like, still, risk is more to the downside. Unfortunately, I can't, change my mind about that unless we see something else developing in the chart. So we just gotta respect the chart, respect the TA, and move on. So that's it for Bitcoin. Like you guys see, resistance main for us to, kill one of the bearish divergences, or not us, for Bitcoin to kill one of the bearish divergences. First of all, it needs to break above 16,850. First of all, okay? And then after that, unfortunately, guys, we still have to get above $17,000 for us to kill that second bearish divergence that is showing. Like, it's very difficult to see it if you're not paying attention, but it's there, okay? Just because we break above 16,850 doesn't mean we are out of the woods. Then we got one around $17,000, okay? Like, bearish divergences here and there, and I don't know what. But the good thing is, so far, TA has been respected. Like, we can literally touch the dot of this box, which is, resistance levels. So all good. We'll see what happens with this moving averages that is trying to get above the midterm. You guys can see it, but I have some other screens, so I'm keeping an eye on that one as well. Just because I know most people use that or not that these settings. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. We break below 16,318-ish levels to 16,230-ish levels. Okay, next would be like next support would be around 15.9, around these areas. Okay, but if we break the bottom of this box, we are going lower, guys. Okay, we are going lower. And besides, another thing, if we break below this level, or 16,200, 230, this could have been pretty much it for the bulls right now. I mean, I don't like this pattern. I don't like what's going on, If we saw some strong candles, fine, but I do not like the way things are looking with the Eastern indicators. Like, well, I can like it, but I mean, for the bulls, it's not a good thing, okay? So that's Bitcoin. And one other thing, this bearish pennant got respected last time. It's drawn on the 4-hourly chart, right? I had another one also drawn on the daily, okay, in another chart. You guys following the live streams have seen it. Now, because of the price action, from a pennant, it's turned into this bearish triangle, guys. Like, I'm sorry to come with all this, bad news for the bulls on Thanksgiving, but somebody has to do it, sometimes somebody has to come with the bad news. So I'm sorry, my apologies, my bad, but it's the harsh truth, okay? Just deal with it. Just better to be prepared than sorry, okay? When it comes to volume, yesterday we had some sell pressure coming in. So sad, very sad. Like, you see, that's why I keep on saying I don't think, like, I'm leaning more towards like the bottom is not in yet. This was just a relief rally. I told you guys, relief rallies happen also in bear markets. So nothing ever just goes down, 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 sometimes it goes up too. And, same thing when it's a bull market, literally. Not everything just goes up, gotta come back down too. So this is Bitcoin, okay? Let's move on. What did I tell you in the last live stream? What did I tell you guys in the last live stream? Didn't I say it wouldn't be surprising if we come and retest, the bottom side of the parallel channel, and then, that's it. That could be it. That could be it. We never know for sure. And so far, looks like it. Okay, let's have a look at this. Compared to Bitcoin's daily, Ethereum is kind of lagging. I mean, it's a bit slow. I don't know why, but it's a bit slow. Okay, there's no positive momentum on the histogram, and MACD is definitely not above the signal line, so it's kind of the same. Okay, but we do have some type of nice divergence developing. Not valid yet, but it's developing. It's definitely there. So there is a chance that we actually get back within this channel. That is come and retest maybe 1,235, $1,240. Like if the bulls are lucky, we could go all the way to 1,292, because if we break above this level, there's not really not much, holding us until these levels, okay? So 1,290, well, let's say between 1,286 to 1,311, around these levels, okay? Because even though it's a bit, slow when looking at the Bitcoin chart, at the same time, the daily didn't, like, prior daily candle did not close with a indecision candle, because this candle is much stronger than the indecision candle we saw on the prior daily candle close on Bitcoin. So interesting. We'll see what happens. But when it comes to Ethereum as well, besides the nice divergence that is developing, okay? When we get a little closer and look at the 4-hourly, it's not looking that good. Like, if there's already, bearish divergence showing already, if we can't, close at least a candle above $1,224, and I'm being conservative right now, the bad divergence that we see might get respected, guys. So be cautious. It's not looking the best, okay? So be very cautious. On top of that, we still have to, like, key level, we still have to break above this one to get above this one. But if we can't even close above $1,224, around these levels, bearish divergence might play out, okay? Chances are, like, it's higher that it will play out, okay? So that's Ethereum. Support, for any of you wondering where we have support when it comes to, well, when it comes to daily, first of all, we got some support around 1,168-ish, okay? If we lose that one, see eventually around $1,140, and then if we lose this one, back at these levels, fine. And if this bearish divergence plays out, I wouldn't be shocked if we go back to 1,000 and 140, 1,130 something dollars that I was talking about. Let me just put a box there, or a line at least, so you guys understand what I'm talking about. So somewhere around these levels, okay, wouldn't be shocking. Yep, that's it for Ethereum. Like, more likely, if the bearish divergence plays out, which it looks like it will, but we will see, because on the daily, it's looking better than Bitcoin's, but on the 4-hourly, it's not looking good, okay? So more likely it will. I wouldn't be shocked if we come and retest 1,160-ish to 1,136. But if this one breaks, if we lose this support area right here, not much holding us until these levels again. It's gonna be back to this level, which held like a king, but literally not much holding us if this happens, okay? FYI, just so you guys know. So that's Ethereum. I was having a look at XRP earlier. Just a minute, guys. I need to have my sip of water. Hold on. So, back. I was having a look at XRP, which was looking like really, really nice. Okay. We already spoke about, this probably happening, I think, on the last live stream. But it was, nice to see that TA was being respected. So what happened is, we are, like, right now, we could see that RSI is in, well, bullish territories, right? Daily, I guess, it got rejected at neutral. Like, we're still below neutral. I mean, we are around neutral right now, but this is not looking like horrible when it comes to the Eastern indicators. It's looking horrible when you look at the divergence part, okay, on the histogram, but RSI is still fine, okay? And MACD above signal line, we got positive momentum, on the histogram as well. So there are more nice things than bad things when looking at the Western indicators, fine. And I like how the prior daily candle closed, like pretty strong. There is some sort of volume, like buy pressure, but not the highest, but we got some, buy pressure. The only bad thing with like XRP that you guys can't see on this chart is the fact that yesterday we had a dead cross, okay? Like the short term went below the long term moving average, which is not that good, but we're talking short term. Since we're talking short term, well, not looking okay anymore, but daily still looking fine. This is the thing. Okay, XRP, just to make it short for you guys so you don't get confused with how I'm thinking and so on, okay? If we can close above at least, 0.41, okay, 0.4112, not much holding us until, 0. Until these levels, in other words, not much holding us until these levels. If we can get above at least 0.41 or 0.422 levels, okay? 0.4, let me see, 0.424 levels, okay? So 0.41 to 0.424 levels. If we can get above that one, then see eventually at these levels again, because there we will meet resistance again, okay? So that's XRP. Not much, because if we break above this one, I'll come back and let you know what else we see. But until then, that's XRP really. Not much to add. On the 4-hourly, looking at my other screen, we just, short-term moving average just crossed above the midterm as well. So that's fine for the bulls, not bad. So, like, so far, TA has got, been respected, so it's not bad. If we come back and we break below these levels, guys, 0.3927 levels, then more likely we are gonna come back, and retest these levels again, okay? Especially around 0.36, it's very, very possible. So keep an eye, keep an eye. I do not like how this 4-hourly Eastern indicators are, trying to build right now, and like this is not a good sign. If this closes below at least, this moving average, this 4-hourly candle, then confirm that we're gonna be pulling back. FYI, okay? There is, well, there's not, let me see, double check, double check. Yeah, we got some, bearish divergence as well. On the histogram, our side is cool, but on the histogram, definitely we got some bearish divergence. So keep an eye out. Like pullback looks like is more likely right now, especially if the Bitcoin bulls fail us, okay? Because whenever I see, these kind of patterns, if you've been watching the show, you know that I'd rather, just hold on and see what happens instead of, getting in or whatever at these levels. And we talk a lot, hypothetically, so we're talking hypothetically now as well. Like Bitcoin, yeah. Like even though everything got respected, everything got respected. I mean, when I did the video in the morning, this was, still green and nice and so on, but when I saw this before going live, I was like, oh, here we go again. Like more likely that, yeah, because we already got, bearish divergence on the RSI as well. Do not let the positive momentum on the histogram trick you. Don't, okay? Don't let it trick you. Gotta be a bit careful. Like I told you guys, just gotta be careful. Anyways, that was XRP. I think we've covered up resistance levels and also support levels as well. Right? That's it. Back to this box. Old, resistance about to come back and act as support now. So nothing confusing here, nothing new. So let's move on to the next one. I heard some things about Cardano, like implying that things are a bit shaky when it comes to the fundamental parts. Now, I don't know the whole story, so I'm not gonna speak on it. But it looked like it was shaky, guys, okay? Okay, for those of you who watched the last live stream, you know about this, right? Let's just dissect the TA first of all. Okay, moving averages, still looking bearish. Let me look at the usual settings that most people usually use as well. Cardano, there it is. Okay, so on the daily, also looking bearish, like short term, mid-term, long term. Everything is in order, still looking bearish. Nothing going on there. Look, we had some nice divergence on the RSI. That is undeniable, okay? Problem is, not much is going on. There is not much, like it still hasn't, started developing yet. Like it's developing, but I mean, it's still not valid yet. It still hasn't played out. But we can't just, ignore the fact of seeing a triple, hidden bullish divergence on Cardano daily. Daily, okay? Not one, not two, three. Weekly, Um, I'm not gonna get into it because I'm just gonna give you a heart attack. It's still looking pretty much bearish, especially on the histogram, okay? We're declining, there's bearish divergence. Like, I don't like how the candles are looking. We'll see how this one closes in 3 days. If it does, I guess it's better than these two Eastern, well, candlesticks. But on the daily, we can't deny the fact that there was this nice divergence that was going on. The question is, where's the price action? And if we see price action, is there any possibility that we will close above 0.345 at least on the daily? Like, look guys, we got some resistance around these levels, just for you guys to be aware. Zero point 0.33 to 0.345. Okay, just gonna mark it. So this is why I'm saying this. Like, okay, this action is nice. I like the fact that there seems to be, you know, like, well, it looks like bears are losing steam a little bit. I'm not saying bulls are in control. Do not confuse it with that one. But bears are definitely losing steam. Okay, so we will see what happens. Looking at the 4-hourly. Hold on. So histogram positive, MACD above signal line, good. That's bullish and bullish. Then we look at the divergence. We definitely have, you know, hidden bearish divergence going on the histogram, as well as the RSI. It's bad. Like, look, guys, simple. Unless we break above this level at least, gonna be difficult to see, you know, 0.3325, 0.344, you know, that would be the daily levels that I was talking about, daily resistance levels. Until then, it's gonna be difficult, guys, because we have to break above this one first, at least on a 4-hourly. And that's why, you know, I like to zoom in, because at least for me, that's better, okay? So it's good to zoom in now and then. Okay, let's talk about support now. Short-term support. Like, if we break anywhere below this level right here, because look at this. If we break anywhere below 0.3, actually, let me just do this because it's not that much of a range when I look at the whole picture, okay? I think we already have a box, right? Well, we don't. Okay, fine. Um, Sometimes, since it's live, it might take a bit time. So just hang on, guys. Hold on-ish. So, okay, if we break even an hourly candle, below this line, red line right here, okay? Well, blue, it should be blue support. This blue line, see eventually back at these levels. Simply put, okay guys? So that's Cardano. The fact that we can't get above even this level right here is kind of, crappy for Cardano. And I wonder if it has something to do with the fundamentals. Well, there's some type of news that's negative, I guess. So let me try to find it. Hold on. I can't find it. I can't find it right now. But go ahead and search, guys. You know how I, do my charts? It's always, show me the chart and I'll tell you the news. So sometimes I don't always look at the news. I just look at the charts and I go like, okay, well, this is not working out good. But I did see something in Twitter. Like, I can't find it now, but maybe we'll take it on the next live stream or something. But this Cardano anyways, the support we need to break above to go a bit higher, okay, these levels. And well, I mean, the resistance we need to break above to get to these levels, and the support we need to hold so we don't come to these levels, okay? We just do this actually, hold on. The thing with Cardano that's fine, I guess, is it's still, going on around support areas, okay? And on top of it being around support areas, there is this nice triple divergence that I see. Plus, bears are kind of losing steam. So we will see if we can at least, break above these levels. But we have a lot of, resistance levels ahead of us when it comes to Cardano. Like major one would be around 0.37 levels. If we can close a 4-hourly candle above it, it's eventually around 0.39-ish, okay? And if that closes, we'll take it from there. But first of all, we really need to get above this level at least, okay? So that's Cardano. Let's have a look at hold on, gotta see what Bitcoin is doing at the same time. Okay, I got another screen up, so it's fine. Let's have a look at H bar. Some people were, I guess, a little bit excited when it comes to H bar, but this is the thing, okay, guys, friends. As long as we can get above this, channel, I did say in the, video, it's looking like it's one of the weak ones. I still think it's looking like it's one of the weak ones. I don't see anything that, that tells me otherwise, okay? We already got some bearish divergence going on the histogram. We're still not even above 0.05 levels. At least if you can get above 0.05 levels, okay, then next resistance would be around 0.051, 0.052. Like eventually we can come and reach these levels right here, okay? But I'm just saying, all I'm saying is compared to the other markets, this is pretty weak right now. Look at the volume. Look at the daily volume. Like, I can have a look at the moving averages as well. Hold on. Just because, it goes up a little bit, it doesn't mean it's very strong. It's just, it's still within this box. Love it or hate it, it's still within that box. Simply put, okay? Let me have a look at the moving averages. Okay, at the moment, while I'm live, looks like price action is a bit above, the short-term moving average, but that's it. Otherwise, in general, moving averages are kind of looking bearish. Fine, just like on these settings, still looking bearish. On top of that, we are already developing bearish divergence on the histogram, okay, which is not so cool for the bulls, okay. So yeah, there is a reason why I'm not that hype about, the TA when it comes to H bar. On the 4 hourly, looking a bit better when it comes to moving averages. Like even here, you see price action is way above the short-term moving average, and on my other screen, on one of them, I can see that short-term is trying to, get above the midterm, which is cool, but still doesn't matter because if we at least, can't close above 0.0505 levels or 0.051 levels, bearish divergence can still play out. We just, come up, like I said, on the short video, and then we just, start coming back down. I guess it's still weak. If just because it went to 0.0496, I don't like, in my own opinion, I don't think that's something big, okay? Like on the hourly, we have resistance also around 0.050. Look at these levels, okay? That's where we got rejected last time as well. So that's H bar. Support. Well, what do you want me to say? It's still the same, like still the same support I spoke about in the video, like not much has changed. We got support by this, hard line for support in the hourly, and if that doesn't hold, see eventually around, 0.046 levels, fine. Around 0.046, 0.047, and if that doesn't hold, eventually coming back all the way down again to the bottom of the parallel channel, okay? So that's that with H bar. Okay, friends, be right back. Those of you who are gonna be replaying the video soon, be right back. You guys can hear. I feel like I got the cold or something. Just gonna bring some hot drink. I know most of you are with your families and celebrating Thanksgiving and so on, but where I am, it's 2 a.m. So I couldn't go live earlier, so I got time now. So I'll just make a hot cup of tea and I'll be back. It will take me probably just 2 minutes or so. See you soon. I'll keep the Bitcoin chart on for you guys so you guys Bitcoin is like it's always any time of the day, it's always entertaining, okay? So have an eye on this and I'll be back into there is some other news I saw that was very interesting. Let me try, to bring it up in the screen. Hold on. Hold on. This one was a bit disturbing. Okay, let's see now. Okay, guys, I hope you can see this. Let me just, this. So, this was from 19 hours ago, okay? 10,000 BTC moves off crypto wallet linked to MT Cox hack. Like, this is not a bullish news, guys, okay? Um, 7-year-old, 10, well, 7 years old, should be years, okay? But 7 years old, 10,000 BTC moved today. No surprise, it's from criminals. Like most of the old Bitcoins, it's the best BTC exchange wallet related to the 2014 MT Box hack. They sent 65 BTC to hit BTC a few hours ago, another exchange. So it's not a government auction or something, okay? Like the ones from the government are still not released to the people, rightfully, to those who own it. So this is that is another bearish thing, but this is definitely bearish, okay? Because the fact that 10,000 BTC moved today, it means there might be some more coming, and the criminals might be sending some more to the exchanges, and that's not good. Let me see what else was interesting here. Like, this is not good. This is not good, okay? Currently worth about, around $165 million. Look, a November 23 chain analysis report suggested that while this withdrawal is the largest made by BTC since April 2018, and WEX, an exchange which is thought to be BTC's successor, both sent small amounts of BTC to Russian electronic payment services with money on October 26, before making a test payment on November 11, then transferring out a further 100 BTC on November the 21st. Like, this is not that good, guys. Like, we know already, miners are suffering, and on top of that, when criminals are starting to send their BTC to exchanges, and it happened 19 hours ago, and we see things, on the Bitcoin chart, telling us indecision after, some nice, strong candles. And on top of that, the bad divergence on the RSI. That's why I'm saying don't let the histogram fool you. Like, I know the MACD is above the signal line. I know we got positive momentum on the MACD, but this can flip. This can flip as fast as it came, okay? Still, main reason is, how I always say, show me the chart and I'll tell you the news. Main thing is we couldn't close above 16,860-ish, $52, and that's not good, guys, okay? Just put it in your heads. If you see this kind of news when we are already in a bear market, like, it's not gonna be pushing the price high, okay? On top of that, I don't like this Eastern pattern right here. You guys know, you guys know that TA, not because I'm the smartest person, when it comes to TA, and so there are, people that are more smarter than me, like much smarter than me and so on. But I'm not that bad either. Well, you guys can be the judge. You guys can be the judge. I don't like these Eastern indicators. I don't. And like if we, well, on the hourly, if we close anywhere below 16,464, last hope is around these levels, guys. Still 16,318 to 16,258. Well, 230. Okay, let's be a bit more conservative instead of taking chances. Because if we lose that, next main one is around these levels. Like there's nothing holding, literally nothing holding us if we lose the bottom of this box right here. Why is it so high up? I want to be conservative, not to the dot, okay? I'm just not liking how things are looking right now. Not at all. So we got that news. On top of that, I heard miners were suffering as well, which is another bad thing, So look, there's a lot of things going on, okay? A lot of things going on. And I know some people are saying people are selling in a loss. So could it be the bottom? But look at the Eastern indicators. Like there's nothing indicating that, okay? Not right now, at least. We got 2 days left. Well, 3 days left until the weekly candles close. We'll see what happens. But look at this. Then look at this. You don't have to listen to what I'm saying, okay? But at least listen to what the chart is telling you. At least read, see, look, okay? Does this look like bottom is in? Let me remove everything. Does it? Like, is the candle implying something like that? Do you think so, in your opinion? Just a question. We have 5 days. We have literally just 5 days left. And this monthly candle is gonna close. Okay, not 5, 6 days. Okay, 6 days left, almost 6 days left. And this candle is closing. And I don't see anything like, okay, we are losing, negative momentum on the histogram, but MACD is still below signal line. RSI is still, well, below neutral. Like, look, guys, let me put this in your heads, okay? Even because we spoke about, some nice divergence on the RSI, but even if we come all the way to 10,200 and something, I'm not saying it will, I'm not saying it won't. We're not talking clean now, we're talking, example, logic. Even if it does that, even all the way to, 7,000 and so on, okay? 7,670, 8,800 something, doesn't matter, just, anywhere below 10,000, but not below, 6,000. That would be, that's problem, okay? The bullish divergence that we see on the RSI is still gonna be bullish. Like that doesn't change. Unless of course we break below, $6,000, dollars. That's another situation, okay? If that happens, it's gonna be panic in this market. Like people are gonna be panicking, okay? So I'm just saying, even though, we go lower, it doesn't mean, the bullish divergence that we see on the RSI is gonna be, well, that is developing is gonna be invalid, okay? Even though it goes, a bit lower. Problem is, it's gonna be invalid if we close anywhere, below $6,000 on a monthly, on a weekly, anything like that. Then it's gone. Fine. But until then, it's still there. We can't deny it. And it doesn't mean either we can't come back up and retest, $18,700. I mean, like I said, even 20,800 is still possible, okay? It's still possible. Um, but we take things step by step, so we're not gonna rush into things or anything like that, okay? So we'll see what happens. Let's head over to LTC. It's been one of my favorite charts. Like where we were discussing LTC already when it was around $60. Well, I wrote it to the people in Discord at least. Maybe I didn't, talk about it live, but I did tell the members in Discord, okay? So, LTC. Histogram looking nice. We still got, some positive momentum on the histogram. MACD looking bullish. RSI is another situation. RSI is another situation, okay? It's like we're starting to develop, you know, some type of bad divergence, but it doesn't mean we can't, have one more leg up. That's not what it means, because I don't see anything. Let me have a look at the 4 hourly as well. Like we're still above this level. We're still above, these levels. Mainly above $70, okay? But we're still above these levels, so it's not bad. It's not looking, that horrible. But we got bearish like divergence on the daily. That we cannot deny, okay? It's building. It hasn't played out yet, but it's developing for sure, okay? For hourly, look, let me just say like this. Simple. It's still simple when it comes to this one. Let me remove all the indicators. Okay. With this, with this. In 6 days, if LTC makes it like, if it makes it the way it's looking right now, above the descending wedge, like I don't mind if it, goes a bit above and then comes back and retests, $70 or 68, 68 to $70. It's fine, it's okay. As long as we use this trend line that has been acting as resistance, as support, and bounce off it, like we see some follow through, okay? Because monthly it's breaking out, and you know what happened when we broke out of this, ascending triangle, and now that we're breaking above this descending wedge, like it's not a bad thing. Let's see, not a bad thing, okay? So I just love how LTC is looking in general. Like it's definitely one of the strong ones right now, and still I don't see anything, holding us really until 95 to $106 around these levels. Still, let me remove all indicators just to see, and let me have a look at the moving averages. Hold on. Okay, I love this action. Short term, curling above the midterm and the long term. And I think midterm is trying to curl above the long term as well. All this is, something that benefits the bulls. Let me have a look at the settings people usually use also. It's not bad to have a look at all types of Western indicators. Just hold on. You guys know these are the settings I use, okay? But I'm gonna look at the settings most people use, which is the 2050 and so on, okay? So, LTC. Weekly with the usual settings. Price action is above the short-term moving average, but it's not looking like so good, okay? Because short-term is below the midterm is below the long-term, so fine. But on the daily, guys, it's looking awesome. On the daily, it's looking good. Short term is above, like 20 period above 50, 50 period above, 200, all that. So it's okay. Okay, it's okay. Like we got resistance around 80-ish dollars. We had resistance around 80-ish dollars. That's where we kind of forget the wick. Let me do this so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Because we're holding, still below $80, okay? Don't mind the wick. Do not get fooled by the wick. But major resistance is still around $106. Like we can easily come to these levels, like $94 to $106 is very could be like it could play out easily, okay? And on the daily, it's like I don't see, sure, can't say the bulls are in full control. They're a bit tired, but doesn't look like they've lost control completely yet, looking at the Eastern indicators. So it's fine. It's fine. And looking at the weekly, I mean, I love how the weekly candle is looking, okay? I like how it's looking. Like if we close anything like this in 3 days with a bullish engulfing candle, and we still have some buy pressure, nice volume. I mean, it's not the baddest volume, but it's nice, okay? It's good. Histogram, still positive momentum there. Weekly, MACD over the signal line, so bullish also, okay? So yeah, the problem would be for Litecoin, problem would be still if we close any daily, below $70, okay, or $68 around these levels. If we do that, fine, we can come back and retest these levels, which would be around $61 to $64, okay? But until then, I can't be mad at Litecoin. Like it's looking fine, okay? So yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep this short. I think I've been on for at least an hour now, and we've discussed Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Ripple, Litecoin. Like they're looking fine, and besides, it's Thanksgiving giving, so I don't think the the activity in the stream is pretty slow right now. It's usually more hype, so it's pretty slow right now, so I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you for tuning in, and for those of you replaying also, thank you for tuning in as well, and thank you to all the subscribers again. And guys, I do this from my heart, so if people that want to learn or have interest in the crypto space and so on, let them know about the channel. We do pure TA here. When it's time to hype, we hype. When it's not time to hype, we don't hype, okay? But share it with your friends and people you love and so on. And keep on smashing that like, subscribe, and especially the bell button so you guys, are aware before I go live next time and so on. And thank you all. Thank you for all the contributions. And have a good one. Have a nice Thanksgiving, giving with your family or friends and so on. And I wish you well and a nice evening. I'll see you on the next one. From your host, Dana. Bye.